Hi, my name's Adam. If you're new to my channel, I am dedicating this channel to showcase a game that I've been playing for years, and I think this game is quite entertaining and educational. If you want to get familiar with the game, I have made a Golems tutorial video on my channel. Please go check out that video so you can get familiar with the game. I hope you enjoy the video. Hi, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a machine that walks across the surface of the platform using a linkage or a mechanism to produce the walking motion of the legs. The leg design of this machine will be based on the artist Theo Jensen. He is an artist who creates kinetic sculptures that are made of PVC pipe. The artist has invented a walking leg mechanism that converts a rotation movement to a leg walking movement. If you're interested in the artist and his sculptures, you can search his name on YouTube. You will find a bunch of videos of other people creating or recreating their own version of this artist's walking sculpture. And I am going to replicate and use the artist's leg walking mechanism for this walking machine. So let me construct it. The first thing I'm going to construct that will power the walking machine, I'm first going to make the rotating part of the machine. So I'm going to select this box component and I'm going to put a motor or axle onto the box to be the crankshaft of the machine that will power the mechanism of the robot. I am going to use a bunch of cube components to create the PVC pipe-like structure of the walking machine, just like the artist's walking machine. I am using the box component because it is more reliable and easier to manipulate compared to the other component objects. To make a Theo Jensen walking machine, I have found a method to create the walking mechanism of Theo Jensen's walking sculptures. To make the walking mechanism of Theo Jensen's walking machine, the design method I have come up with is to create a 90-degree triangle, then place two motors at the base of the triangle, then create two connecting rod structures attached to the motors, and make sure that the lengths of these rods are the same length as the base of the triangle part of the leg. We want this part of the leg to form a square. Then do the same thing to the bottom part of the leg by creating a second triangle that the base of the triangle is now facing up, and place two more motors to the two rods. After you finish creating those parts of the leg, then you would need to add a motor that is within line of this part of the leg. This part of the walking mechanism will be the hip part of the leg. This is the part of the machine that the leg will swing and attach to the main body of the machine. The next part of the mechanism, I use these ball joints to create the connecting rods that are connected to the main crankshaft of the machine. One aspect of the game that I consider to be a downside when you're designing and constructing a machine within this game is the fact that you can't create an offset of a mechanical system, which means you would have to manipulate each of the individual parts of a linkage to correspond to an angle offset of an input shaft. But with this design strategy that I came up with solves that issue in designing Theo Jensen's walking mechanism. To create the offset angle or position of the input connecting rods that are attached to the mechanism of the leg, I have placed a hydraulic. The settings of the hydraulic has been changed to interpret input as position and the output as position. And when the hydraulic settings are set to these specific setting of position, the hydraulic will always expand at the half the distance of the full length extended distance. Since that is what the hydraulic does when the settings are put like this, I utilize that aspect to create the offset position of the crankshaft of the walking mechanism. And I have made the force of the hydraulic to output at a high force. So when I start the simulation, you notice that the hydraulic will automatically expand to the halfway point extension distance. This will create an offset to the crankshaft of the walking machine, and doing this will allow the leg mechanism to move just like the artist's walking mechanism leg. When I press a button on my keyboard, you can see the footpath of the walking mechanism. The footpath draws this specific shape. The bottom part of the shape is the most important part of the walking mechanism. The bottom part of the walking path needs to be flat and straight relative to the ground and to the machine body. This is the output shape or footpath of the walking mechanism that we want from the machine. This will allow the machine to walk stably and smoothly across the ground. Now I'm going to make the other side of the walking machine, and to do that I am simply going to select the parts of this currently constructed leg, and I will copy and paste this whole mechanism, and then I will arrange the parts of the copied leg to be a mirror image of the original leg. So let me do that. I have now finished the other side of the walking machine leg. Now let me simulate to see how it works. When I press a button on my keyboard, you can see that both legs are working properly and that the legs are moving at 180 degrees offset to one another. Now that I've shown you how to make the Theo Jensen's walking leg mechanism, I can now add more legs or more segments to the machine so that the machine will now be able to walk across the ground. So let me do that. I have now finished creating the walking machine. I have changed the color of certain parts of the machine so that you can see visually which part of the machine is a rotating component or motor. Now, let's see if this machine can walk. I'll start the simulation. You notice that the legs are now at a different phase angle to one another, and I can make the machine walk by pressing a button on my keyboard. So, let's see it walk. 3, 2, 1, start. As you can see, the machine is walking just like the real-life sculpture. That's the end of this video. If you are interested in playing this game, I will leave the official website link at the end of this video. If you like my videos and want to see more of my videos, please consider hitting the subscribe button. And if you like my videos, leave a like. If you have any questions about this game or about me, leave them in the comments of my videos, and I will try to answer them as soon as I can. And thanks for watching.